Welcome back to American Agenda. One group last year, OpenTheBooks.com, was asking whether the government was more or less transparent in the year 2023.
Okay, so to answer, they did a series of investigations. To start, here are their top 3 investigations of the year. Number 1, it is the militarization of the IRS. The report reveals how federal agencies, including the IRS, have been amassing military-grade equipment.
Number 2, San Francisco's Human Waste Challenge, which highlighted the pressing urban crisis of sanitation and homelessness.
Okay. Number 3, Ivy League's federal funding surplus, showing elite Ivy League schools receive more federal money than they collect in undergraduate tuition, raising important questions about the allocation of taxpayer funds in higher education.
There are 2 more on the list, but we've got to bring in our panelists to dive into this one. CEO and founder of OpenTheBooks.com, Adam Andrzejewski, and senior fellow of America First Policy Institute, Newsmax contributor Fred Fleitz. Guys, welcome, and thanks so much for coming on. Adam, again, there are a number of investigations that you felt important enough to look into. If you could just tell us the standout ones that you think our viewers really should keep in mind as we head into the new year.
So the militarization of the IRS, we are the subject matter experts on this. We took a look at the federal checkbook. We updated our numbers in 2023. We found the IRS purchased $35 million since 2006 in guns, ammunition, and military-style equipment. But we don't have a good look into their gun locker. The IRS doesn't keep an asset inventory list of its weaponry. And so this led to an amendment on the IRS appropriations bill in the U.S. House from Representative Stephanie Bice that passed, and for the first time since 2018, the IRS will have to disclose just how much they have stockpiled in terms of weaponry.
Why does the IRS need military-grade weapons, though? Fred Fleitz, can you answer that for us? What is that all about?
Well, I'm really worried about that. We know the IRS was weaponized against conservatives during the Obama administration. My friend James Rosen, who's now with Fox, the IRS spied on him, and they spied on his parents. And I think this just shows that there's a lot of swamp draining that's going to be necessary if Biden loses next November. I want to tell you, my favorite finding of this report is the massive amount of furniture bought during the pandemic, even though nobody was occupying these offices. Yes.
Can we dive into that for a second? Adam, could you expand how much money was spent for office furniture when no one was working in the office?
Yeah, this is a prime example of the culture of use it or lose it spending in Congress. They kept appropriating $1 billion a year during the pandemic when the employees are working from home on the purchase of furniture, including $250,000 by the Centers for Disease Control, the CDC, for solar-powered picnic tables.
I remember that one specifically. I was going to bring that up. Picnic tables that have lights on it. I think it had like a stereo in it, too, or something like that.